Okay, so today I'm going to review the Kata i5 that I just got yesterday, and the reason I'm doing this review is because I only saw one or two reviews of this phone online, and they didn't seem to be from people who were actually planning to use the phone. They were just those unboxing videos. So I'm going to do a quick showing you what's in the box and showing you a little bit about the phone just to give you an idea. Um, so this phone just comes with the usual. It does have a warranty card. I think you have to hold on to if you want to have the warranty later. And then it has this, the charger and the headphones, and that's about it. And so the phone does not come with a case, but I ordered a case from Amazon when I got this phone, because I got this phone on Amazon, and I had to order this case from the company that makes the phone, and so it was like 12 bucks. So there aren't a lot of cases available for this phone, but I like these flip cases anyway, so that was okay for me. So when you charge the phone, of course it comes charged a little bit, but when you charge the phone, and then you have it on, you open the case, then the phone comes on. So that's kind of neat, and then it turns off when you close the case. Whereas I haven't had a lot of phones, admittedly. I haven't had expensive phones, so I'm comparing this to not knowing a lot about phones, but I think this phone's definitely better than the last one I had. So this phone has 3 gigs of RAM, which is pretty good. Um, for the price range, because it was $150 for 3 gigs of RAM, and it has a pretty good screen. You can't really see it too well from my um, tablet that I'm taping this with, but anyway, it didn't come with the Google launcher. I did install that, so you have all your apps on the main screens the way this thing comes default, but you can just go to the Play Store and install the Google launcher, and then you have the usual app launcher here. And so I have just the regular apps that I've installed some apps, and it doesn't come with a lot of bloatware. It comes with this Kata Cloud app here, and when you click on that and then you try to sign in, it actually will say that the server is unreachable. So I don't know why the company is already having problems there. So that kind of stinks. Um, so I was playing Pokemon Go with my kids, and the app runs great on this phone, but AR mode doesn't work because apparently this phone doesn't have a gyroscope, even though it appears to have a gyroscope in the settings. So this phone does not have a gyroscope because I installed the sensor box application, and um, it does not have the gyroscope feature. Okay, so it doesn't have a gyroscope. It doesn't have a temperature sensor or pressure sensor. Don't know why you would need the pressure sensor, but it does have some of the other things that you would expect a phone to have. And the orientation sensor does work, but it doesn't work for the Pokemon Go, just if you're curious about that. And so the camera, everybody's going to want to know how the camera works. The camera works okay. It's not the best camera in the world. It's probably not any better than my last camera, which was a Zenfone 2E, which was the cheap GoPhone version of the Zenfone. So I don't highly recommend um, the camera, even though it's supposed to have a great camera. So I took a couple of these pictures today. So I mean, that looks alright. So can't really tell too much from that. My daughter took some pictures of these birds that she has, but they were in kind of low light, so you can expect them to be a little bit fuzzy. But her camera, she has a regular Zenfone too, and her camera's much better than this one. Of course, you can't really see the camera very well here because you're looking at it through a really crappy tablet anyway. But I guess you can just take my word for it that the camera is tolerable. It's a 13 megapixel, but it does get fuzzy in low light, and it's not the best camera in the world. But it's okay. It's okay for me because I'm not really that concerned about it. But one of the main reasons I did buy this phone was I wanted a better camera, so it's maybe a slight upgrade, but not the best in the world. But overall, apps work great on this phone. I haven't had anything lagging a lot, and I'm really pretty happy with it. I mean, the apps just start right up. They might lag just a little bit, which is normal, I think, for any phone, but there again, I haven't had a lot of experience with expensive phones. My last phone was a GoPhone Zenfone 2E, which only has 1 gig of RAM and wouldn't do really anything. So this phone gets on the net great. You're going to be able to browse search whatever pretty quickly. So it's pretty fast response time. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it because I'm not that picky with phones. But you know, I don't know about games. So Pokemon Go works pretty well. Let's start that up because I've been playing that with my kids. So you can see how long it takes to start up, which normally this app is going to take a few minutes to start up anyway. So this is just kind of give you an idea. Oh, and another thing, the GPS seems to work really well on this phone. I've only had it since yesterday. I just took it down to town and back, which is a couple miles away, and the GPS seems to work really well on this phone. So I'm pretty happy with it overall. I would buy it again if I had a choice, but I'm not so concerned about the gyroscope, but I'm a little disappointed in the camera, which I would say is probably the only thing. And I really like the size because this is a really good size for a phone. It goes in your hand well, closes when you close the case. Some people might find it uh, to be a disadvantage that there aren't a lot of cases available. So the only cases I saw were the ones that were actually made by the company. And I'm a little bit concerned that the Kata cloud storage is down, because with that being down, then does that mean the company's about to go out of business? Who knows? So I think for 150 bucks, I got a good phone that'll last me hopefully a year, and that's, that's my goal. I don't like to buy really expensive phones because then I have something I have to worry about repairing, replacing, whatever, when it's gone. So, but overall, oh, and I haven't tried the fingerprint sensor because I don't really feel like dealing with that. So, if you want to use the fingerprint sensor, you can, try that out and let me know. Post in the comments or something. All right, thanks for watching.